everyone, welcome back to my channel. Donna here. We're back again today to work on a couple of projects, both of them involving ribbon and bows. The first project is going to be sort of an update on one of the wreaths that I made, the Christmas bubble wreath, and I'll link it either in a card up top here somewhere or down in the description section if you haven't seen that video. When we made it, I made it with a great big bow, and the consensus of opinion, including mine, was that the bow was a distraction from the wreath. So it was removed. I did find a little sign to put in the middle that I think kind of looks cute, but I still do want to have a ribbon. This is not going to be a wreath that I sell, it's going to be one I'm using, and so I wanted to have some kind of a bow. So I thought I would make something maybe a little bit more whimsical. I guess you might call it like a floppy bow. It's not going to be anything that's big and bold, but I wanted to try it out today and see how it looks on the wreath. So that's the first project. And then the second project is going to be a lantern topper bow. I have just recently got a small lantern. I'd say maybe it's about 12 inches to the top. I'm looking at it, sorry. And it's going to go in the powder room, bathroom, men's room, ladies' room, whatever you want to call it. It's going in my guest bathroom. And it's going to be nice because it's on a timer, and it will be good for like a night light for the early evening, and then we'll go off on its own. So I want to put a nice little fall bow topper on it, and along with some other decorations that I'll be putting up in the bathroom too. I will be showing you the completed project once I have completed it, but today we'll just work on the bow topper. So let me turn you around so you can see the wreath, and we'll get started on making the bow, a floppy bow. Be right back. Okay. Here we are back, and you can't really see the whole wreath right now because if I show you the whole wreath, you won't be able to see me making the bow. This is the ribbon that I have chosen, and it's just a white, kind of heavy linen ribbon. I got it at craftoutlet.com. Actually didn't realize it was going to be this heavy, so I hope this will work out okay. So what I'm going to start with, this is 1.5 inch ribbon. I'm going to start with, I want a long tail. So I'm going to kind of measure, if I put the bow here, that's a good tail right there. So that is about 32, 13 inches long. Closer to 14 actually, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just pinch it right here. I'm going to make one loop in the back here, and I think that's a big enough loop. Let me just see how big it is. About 5 inches. Okay, now normally what you would do would be to twist the ribbon, but I'm not going to twist it because the writing is on one side. So on the bottom, I'm just going to come up again this way and pinch it. And you see I have the two, and everybody has writing on it. On the top, I'm going to go down again and pinch it. And I made that one a tiniest bit bigger. On the bottom, I'm going to go up again and pinch it. Okay, let's make one more. On the top, I'm going to go up again and pinch it. And on the bottom, I'm coming back this way and pinch it. Now I'm going to give it a twist so that my other tail is also in the right direction. Okay? So now I'll take my wire and I'll go under my thumb and around the back. And I'm just going to pull the bow as hard as I can and twist. And you see I have my two tails. Okay, let me bring you down so you can see me working on the bow. Hold on. Okay, so now the bow, I'm just going to take these loops and kind of spread them out and puff them open. And I'll do a little more after I've got it on the wreath. All right, I'm going to put it on the wreath and I'll be right back. Here's what it looks like so far. So there you go. I guess I would call that kind of a floppy bow. It's just enough. I like a bow, but it doesn't take away from the bubbles that we made. And I may try it with the sign and may do it without the sign. Let me remove the sign. I think I can do that without disrupting it too much. Maybe not. There, you know, that's pretty. That's really pretty without the sign. Just that whimsical bow makes all the difference. It doesn't take away from the bubbles, and it just adds a little something. So that's perfect. Great little update, and I'm happy with it. And I'll be using that one probably in my kitchen come Christmas time. So I'll be back in just a minute. We'll work on the lantern, and that'll be a little funky bow. Be right back. Okay, so we're ready to do the bow. These three ribbons, two of them are from Michael's. I'm not sure where I got the other one. They look similar, but this is an orange leaf print with a solid border, a plain bright orange, and this is just the leaf print with no border. This is one of my favorite ribbons for fall, and I was so happy to find it again. So this is going to be just a 4-inch loop with 4-inch tails. So my ribbons are only 16 inches long because it's not a very big lantern and I don't want long streamers. So to start, we'll just take one of these ribbons and fold it in half. I have already dovetailed the ends. And then I'm going to take the loop end and measure 4 inches and then pinch it together. And I have a little loop. Now what I have to do is take this one in the back and twist it around so that it looks pretty from both sides. Okay? There's one. Now because it's an odd numbered loop, we will go opposite ways each time. So the next one, we fold it in half, measure the 4 inches, pinch it, and I will put top to bottom. The loop is down here. This ribbon is so stiff. And the tails are up here. I'm going to twist the back one. Okay, so now I have one loop over here, one loop over here. Okay, and the next one, four-inch loop, and I'm going back up to the top again. And I'm putting them like side by side in my hand, and in the back, twisting the back one around. Okay, now we'll go back to the beginning. Fold it in half. Fold it in half. There you go. 4-inch loop. And it's going the opposite way. Take the tail. Twist it around. So I've got 2 tails that look pretty. Next one. Four-inch loop. And I will be covered in glitter when I finish this, because this ribbon is all glittered. And the last one. Let's see. This one goes this way. Now, if you make a mistake and you put it in the wrong direction, it really won't make a whole lot of difference, because once you've got the wire on it, you can maneuver your pieces around. Okay, one more time through. But the glitter on this is what makes it so stiff and difficult to handle, difficult to pinch. One more ribbon. Pinched. Okay, now I have a pipe cleaner. I'm going here under my thumb. Okay, then I'm coming around the back. And I'm sorry, I got glue on my fingers. My glue gun is on and it dripped over there and I put my hand in it. Okay. Then I'm going between my fingers in the back. And I'm going to hold the bow and pull it and twist. And we have a little funky bow. And I like to try to get all of my loops up at the top and all of my tails down at the bottom. Well, I'll do some more of this when I've got it on the lantern. I can play with the tails a little bit. What I'm going to do now is to take a piece of, let me think, probably this red ribbon here. Pinch it in the middle, turn it upside down, and put it in that pipe cleaner. I'll bring the lantern over. And the back is not going to show because it's up against a wall. So I'm just kind of doing a square knot. And I'll get rid of this pipe cleaner. Inside the lantern I have just a couple of leaves, and then there's a candle that will go in that has a timer. Turn it this way a little bit so I can see. There you go. I think I would like to try and maybe put a few little things in there. Maybe some leaves. because I'm going to glue them. But, you know, I don't like the two leaves are backwards to each other. So I think I'll put that one right here. This one over here. Let me turn it one more time so I can see. Now I'm gluing to the bow, not to the lantern. What do you think? And like I said, the back looks pretty actually, but it's going to be up against the wall. So there you go. That's my little lantern that's going to go in the bathroom with a mini funky bow. So that's all I have for you for today. I'll bring you in and show you the whole thing when I have all the decorations up. And I'll be back again in a few days with something else I can get into. In the meantime, have a great afternoon, and everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.